So today I would like to give you a presentation for our new product, our S9530. And this is our Bipap system. And as it's a new product, but the function is also even better and same as our previous models. So now let me introduce you one by one. First part will be the configurations and also the spare parts. When you buy our machine and when it delivered to your area, you can get first the ventilator part. Second one, our patient mask, and we can choose from the children and adults. And this one is the patient circuit, and what we give you is a reusable one, which you can clean and use it again. This is the oxygen pipe, because on this machine we have the oxygen inlet. That means sometimes for some patients you need them to breathe in also some oxygen, then you can connect in this pipe, one side with our machine, another side with our oxygen concentrator or any other kind of the oxygen source. This one is our power adapter, and this one is the power line, and which you can choose from 111 or maybe 220 volt. Different countries we can also supply to you. Of course, below it we have the manual here to teach you how to use the machine and for some maintenance. And of course, the last one, we also give you the bag, so you can take the machine everywhere, even sometimes for some tourists or some travel. And by the same time here, the belt, you can connect it with our bag so that you can hold it on your shoulder, so it will be much easier and comfortable and relaxed. Okay, then let's start from the introduction of the machine itself. So for this machine, it consists of two parts. The first part you can see is the main engine and with the screen here. And of course, at the same time, by the back side, we also have the humidifier. And every time if you want to put in some water inside of it, here you can see the word push. You just push here, by the same time, take this one out. So it's very easy for you to see the humidifier here. And then we can put inside the water from the hole by here. And of course, here we have the lines to show you what is the maximum line. So the water will not beyond of this, then you can keep safety of the patient or the user. And after everything, actually you can move it up inside and also very easy, like this. So then it's finished. So this is the two parts of the machine. Then we will see the software of this machine. So here we have several buttons. First, we need to press the first button to switch on. Once we switch on, you can see here we can show your logo, and this is our company logo. The self-testing, you just see it. It's only take around 3 seconds. So it's very quickly for some quick using method. And this is the main interface here with the time showing, and also here with the starting buttons. And of course we will show the ventilation mode we are using now, the battery status, and even if the machine now we can set or not. And here the second button is the function button, or we call it the menu button. Once we press it, you can see we get inside of the menu set. Here we have the wet set. The wet set means it's for the humidifier, and usually our setting range is from 1 to 5, just like this. We press our button, we press it, so now we're choosing, and then we rotate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why we have 5 different levels for the humidifier? It's just for the wet, for different kind of wet, because we know some patients maybe their throat is much more drier, so you need some higher level and range of the wet level, so you can set as per the patient situation. And of course, same time, if we rotate, then we will move here. What is here? We can see here we have the alarms. Now actually we're not connecting with the AC power, so it will show the battery activated. Even usually sometime you're getting some other alarms, no matter in red color or the yellow color. Actually, you can press here to say what exactly the alarms has been holding here in history, and also what is the time we get these alarms, so you can know how to maintain the machine and recover it as well. And after you checking about it, of course we can rotate to exit. So we're getting back to this range. But you can say, no, if we want to do the system setting, alarm setting or mood setting, we cannot move it. Why? Because it's for the safety concern. Because usually, if all of the settings we already confirmed, then actually the patient may be using the machine for a long time, no need for changing the settings. And for example, sometimes they are sleeping. If we're still using this machine, then we must prevent if they do some wrong operations. So actually everything here is being locked. So how can we set it? So here now we need to press these two buttons together. First you can see here by the upper side of the screen it has a symbol with a lock. So now means no setting can be chosen. If we press this button, the rotate button and the menu button, press them together for some seconds until this lock is unlocked. You see? Now it's unlocked. We lose our fingers. And now you can see we rotate the button, we can do the system setting. Okay, so now let me introduce you about system setting. If we press inside, now here we have several settings here. The first one is the data store. For example, if you buy the UDIX inside of the machine as well, then you can turn on it. So then all the parameters can be stored, can be storage inside the machine, and even later can be transit outside. And the second here is the advantage, because we know in different countries, actually the doctors or maybe the user, they want to see different kind of unit. So here we can change it. How to change it? For example, now it's here. We not rotate it. We just press again. So then it will be changed to another kind of unit as per your reference. Okay. If we want to turn back, just press the menu button again. So we get it back. For next one is the language. So the language usually actually we already set as per your local language before our delivery. So you don't need to change it. Only if sometime you see the language is wrong, you just change it again. The same kind of changing method. For example, we press it for changing. So then it's okay. Okay, the next one is data and the time. So just for setting the time here, for example, as per your local time, like the hour and minute, also the year, month and day, just very simple like our cell phone. And next one is the function. It's the auto function. Because we know nowadays, no matter for CPAP system or Bipap system, we need an auto function because it's much easier for the user use it after they buy it. They don't need always to ask about the doctors. They can use it if the machine has auto function, then it can automatically change it when the patient breathing is changing. So here, if you want to use the auto function, we just turn on it, it's okay. You see? We just turn on it, then you can use it automatically. And of course here we can also have the advantage to set how many hours and minutes you want to use the auto one. You can also set by here. Because if the auto time is finished, then of course the machine will going on ventilation as per the data you set. But if you choose the auto one, then it can automatically exchange, can keep your safety as well. And next one is the device info. It's just easy for you to check later for some maintenance. And of course the factory reset. So this is the menu functions. Then let's see about the alarm settings. Here we can see, actually here we have the pressure, average pressure, up and low, and also the minute volume, low, and also the breathing frequency, high and low, and also the alarm sound. So here we can even shut down the alarms. So now you see the machine is actually very silent. But here, for example, if we open it, now you can hear the voice is there. So usually actually we will keep the voice there because sometimes if the patient is really in some dangerous situation, you can not only see by the screen, but you can also hear the sound, so you can immediately to handle the problem. But if the patient, you think the patient actually they are very stable, and when they are sleeping, you don't want them to be interrupted, then you can just shut down here. You just press again. Now there's no any alarm, and the patient can have a very good sleep and rest. And why we also have some other settings in the alarm mode, because we know in some different countries, actually sometimes the standard is different. Of course, sometimes if the patient is too much fat or maybe too much sleep, then actually some data we also need to change. But usually we don't need to change it. Only use the alarm sound open and close is okay. Then the last one here is the mood setting, which is also the most important one. For this machine, as we know here, we can see we already have the ST, T, S, and CPAP. ST means spontaneous end time. So this one is an automatically exchange mode. It's just similar like the AC mode on the ICU ventilator, like the assisted control. So when it's S, it means the patient has spontaneous breath. If the patient has no spontaneous breath, it will automatically change into time control. So actually it's automatically it's changing mode, which is charming. And the second one, T, it means it's time settings, it's time control mode. And then S is only for the patient who has spontaneous breath. And the last one, CPAP, just the continuous positive airway pressure, the normal one. Okay, so usually if the patient has spontaneous breath, then the most comfortable mode usually we are using in the clinic is the S mode. But if the patient breathing situation is very bad, then usually we are using the T mode. So if the patient, we cannot judge if they are good or not, then sometimes we can also use the ST mode. Here. Okay, then let me tell you one by one. For example, you can see under each of the mode, no matter for the ST or T or S or even the CPAP, we can see under the first three modes, we have the AVAPS. It means the average pressure mode. It's similar like the PRVC on our ICU ventilator. So for using this mode, if we have it, then we can make the patient to breathe in much more comfortable, and we can just use the machine to face any kind of the problem and different situations. And also you can see here, under each of the mode, we not only can set the IPAP but also the EPAP. So that means this machine is a Bipap machine, because the inspiration pressure and expiration pressure can be set separately, so it can most ensure the patient is very comfortable. So as per this machine is already Bipap, so I think usually you don't need to use the CPAP mode, but still we have it here, so you can also choose if you really want. And just now, when we were in the manual mode, we see we can choose the auto. But for example, even we already setting the parameters under each of it, we can also start auto right here, you see. So it's very easy and very friendly operating. So after all of the settings, of course, we can just turn it back to the main interface, and now we press this button to start ventilation. You can hear. Now we're not connecting the pipeline, so maybe you hear the voice is a little bit big, but actually the ventilation is already started. And of course, by our screen here, you can see, we can see the expiration, inspiration. For example, let me use my finger here, and you see, every time it's changed, it will choose inspiration or expiration by here. And of course, all of the monitoring data will be by the below side here. And if we want to stop ventilation, just press it again. And it will double confirm, because we want to prevent some wrong operation. If you really want to stop, here we can press it. Then ventilation stop. So this machine, as you can see just now, I touched the screen. So it's not only we can using the rotate button to control everything, at the same time we can also use the touch screen. So it's a double insurance and confirmance. Okay. Then let's see about the other side of the machine. So here by the side of this machine, we have a small port by here. You can see it's very small, but actually it's writing the pressure here and also the flow. This is actually the max flow here. So why we have this? Just like I mentioned by the beginning of this video. For this machine, if sometimes the patient SpO2 really has some problem, then you need to use the machine with some oxygen uptake. Then actually, we can connect this pipeline, one side by this port, and another side connect with the oxygen source. Maybe the oxygen concentrator, maybe some other oxygen source, you just connect it. So the oxygen can get in through this pipeline to go inside the machine and combine with the air together for the patient to get in some oxygen uptake. So then their SpO2 can always keep in a good and normal situation. Where we're connecting with the breathing pipeline, that will be this port. So usually, we're connecting one side pipeline with this port, and another side we were connecting with the patient mask by this port. So then you can put the patient mask on your face or on the patient face. So it's very easy for using. But you may be confused why here we also have this port, this small port, because we have two options. The standard one is this kind of normal pipelines. And we also have another kind which has the heating function. That means the heating pipeline. Then actually the connection will be including this port and this port together. But that is the option. If you really want, then we can give you the price. And this is the back side of the machine which we just mentioned to you. It's for the humidifier and easy taking out and on like this. Okay. And of course for this machine, this one is the power line. We're connecting our power line here, and then you can use the machine for a long time. But also for this machine, we also have the battery inside. For the battery inside, it can ensure at least 3 to 4 hours using. After the AC power failure, or sometime maybe the power socket is far from the machine where you want to use it, then you can use the battery as well. But only one thing you need to mention to you is that if you want to use it for a long time, then you need to remember the battery is using for 4 hours as well. But of course, if the battery is ready to go out, of course there will be the alarms. Then you just connecting with the AC power is okay. And of course for this machine, actually we have the options here as well. We can connect it with some interface, just like I mentioned to you. We can translate the data outside to computer or something. So here you can see it's right in the USB and also the RJ45. And if you really want to use it, we just open it here. You can see we have the interface here. Okay. So actually this will be the full introduction for this machine. And even this machine is a new product. Actually you can see from the appearance, it's small and very light, but at the same time we get full functions, all ventilation mode inside, and also with the touch screen design. And also it can connect with oxygen. So this machine can be your good and right choice. Thank you.